Hello and welcome to my channel. So I thought, what better way of getting to know somebody than getting to know them through them telling you a story about their first quarter life crisis. Today we will be talking about how and why I decided to change my major in college, and it's a pretty cool story. So let's get right on into this. So first, let me just say that representation matters. And let me just give some backstory about my childhood, my very not traumatizing childhood, because I lived a very normal life. So first of all, I'd like to think of myself as more of a jack of all trades type of person. So in school, I was pretty good at school. Like, school came really easy to me, but I wouldn't consider myself a genius or anything, because you could be really smart and bad at school, because school is a system. Sometimes the system works for people and sometimes it doesn't. So I liked subjects from English to math, and honestly, going in between never really bothered me, because I like the subjectiveness of English, and then I like the objectiveness of numbers, and then you have that weird in between where
chemistry is just confusing.
During my junior year, I got all sorts of enthusiastic about biology and the world and climate change, and I was like, this is my stake, and I'm going to save the planet
with my knowledge of the environment, and we're going to save the world from climate change.
And so, going into college, I declared my major as environmental science and management. Everything should have been dandy, right? Like, I had the world to save.
I was wrong. I was very wrong.
Anyways, during the middle of my first quarter, I was watching like these engineering videos, and I was thinking about all my course requirements, and I realized I was like, I'm taking way harder classes than I need to be. I was taking the highest tier of calculus, and then bio was required, but like that's normal. But I wanted to get more into math, and I wanted more physics. I wanted that. I wanted all of its glory and everything else, like even the crying part. Like I wanted math and physics, and so I was like, but my major those don't match, you know? And like going in school and like going through my classes, I kind of felt more aimless with my major. Like, I wasn't energized about my education. And like, I get it, it was only my first year, but even then, I got this feeling that it just wasn't right. I did not belong in that major, you know? You probably don't know, but. So this is where my gears in my brain was like, you don't have to stay in that major. You don't have to, like, it's okay. You're okay. It's okay to change. Change is good. Change is great. Let's go. Okay. Hey, okay. Anyways. So instantly I was like, okay, engineering. That's where you have calculus and that's where you have physics, right? And I'm like, I'm okay at math, and I like physics, and I like more of the challenge when it comes to school. But then at the same time, I was just like, I don't have the brain for being an engineer. I never done robotics. I don't know how to code. I never created anything awesome. And the thing is, like, I thought I needed to know all this stuff before going into the major. But the thing is, like, you're at school to learn, right? So yeah, I was like, okay, I kind of want this. I know I want to change my major into engineering, but I'm not sure exactly where, how. And so I go home after my first quarter of college, and I go home and I play Outer Worlds. I rewatch The Legend of Korra, and this happens just on screen. Let me put these great women on screen right now. Bam, bam. Okay. Now, let me just say, we all know Miss Sato. And if you don't, well, you should. Because imagine having your mom murdered, top tier daddy issues, being double crossed with your company teetering on its edge, and watching your boyfriend cheat on you. Imagine all that. And then imagine still being the sweetest person ever. Like, that is Miss Asami Sato. Let me just say that. And besides being a great person, the representation she gives is God tier. So many people have this image that engineers look like this really nerdy guy with glasses, and he's a total geek, and he's kind of skinny, and blah 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 blah. And I'm not saying that people that look like that are bad in any way, but but the engineering field is so much bigger, and I'm honestly just really tired of this trope. So growing up, I've only ever seen the nerdy guy behind the computer or being the big brains of the group. There was never, just in general, like I never saw somebody that looked like me or like represented what I think, like who I am. But Asami Sato, let me just tell you, Asami Sato is a woman's woman. And I mean that as in, she's a woman that other women can see themselves as. She's beautiful, strong, smart, and resilient, and she doesn't need a man. This homegirl, let me just tell you, homegirl created infrastructure, a new line of mecha suits, flight airplanes, rode motorcycles, ran a company, and drove fast, all while looking like a badass. Let me just say that. And so often are girls told like not to worry, to like let some guy deal with all these things. Insert scene of Mako. I don't know why. Season 1 and season 2 Mako irritate me like nothing else. But anyways, I'm so glad Asami was there to just be like, no, that I'm gonna go check it out for myself and solve my own problems and deal with them. Like, she has the right and the strength to deal with her own problems because she's her own person. Like, you don't need some man to do all of this. You don't need some other person in general to do any of this for her. Like, honestly, like Asami is just amazing. And then, as I was playing the Outer Worlds, I was introduced to this character named Parvati Holcomb. And let me just say, she is the sweetest, most awkward person ever. She's like really funny, but she's also an awesome engineer like Asami. And she's also part of the LGBTQ community. And having these two women be engineers, but not like those dumb tropes, and be able to carry themselves and be their own persons and be women that are just women, that's it. Like, they're just themselves. I was like, I saw them and my brain just broke. I was like, dude, insert the Spider-Man meme where it's like, because they are like me, like they're like me. And after consuming this media, I was like, bro, this really solidified it. Like, I can be me and I can look like this. I can look like that, or I can even look like how I usually look sometimes in my other videos too. Like, and I can look any way I want to look. I can present myself in any way, and I could still pursue engineering because I believe that's where I feel like my efforts will be most effective, and I finally have some sense of belonging and assurance in where I want to take my education. So
people are like, why is this video of just you touching your hair and talking about yourself? Because I'm a narcissistic butt face. But anyways, I just wanted
this video out there because so many times I do not see myself represented, and I think the engineering field needs more representation of just women in general. So this is me. I want to be an engineer. I am a Filipino American, part of the LGBTQ community, and I am a huge nerd and I'm a huge geek. This is what I look like.
Just kidding. Insert pictures of Darth Vader because that's how dark my soul is.
That was a joke. That was weird. But anyways, I will be making more videos about how my education is going, and I will be going back to school soon. And as in soon, I mean like in a month or so. You know, the course system's kind of crazy. But anyways, that is why I decided to change my major, and that is why representation matters. And I have the confidence now to really go headstrong into this, into my education and change something maybe a little bit in my lifetime in the world, hopefully. Hopefully I do something great besides sit here in my room and make mediocre videos. But yeah, that is me. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to comment, and especially subscribe if you aren't subscribed yet, because this is what this video is for. Anyways, thank you for watching today's video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.